to this Q&A overtime stream as we are officially in the second half of the NFL season. Seems kind of crazy to believe. We're already in the second half of the year. 9 weeks down, 9 more to go before we do the postseason. And we kick off tonight with the Raiders against the Broncos in Week 10. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. We're going to do this little Q&A overtime. Since again, we're not doing it tonight after the game because I'm going down to the bar for karaoke as I always do every Thursday night. But appreciate all you guys being here for this one. If you've never done one of these overtime streams before, how it works like this. Fire away in the chat any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, you get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that you see them. I should also note that every donation counts toward you make the call. Help me decide which game we were calling on Friday night. You got until the end of today to decide which game we're doing. Houston, UCF, Northwestern, USC, Tulane against Memphis. I do this thing every Thursday night as well called Live Band Karaoke, where for $50, I'll sing any song you want me to with a live band. $25, I will sing a song half off. I was watching a little bit of sounds of the game before we got on. Let's spin the wheel, and then we're going to get to everything in the chat because obviously there's a lot to dissect today. But the song that is $25 for this stream, and this stream only, is going to be Lonely Boy. Lonely Boy by the Black Keys. And I see Michael with the tour. Easy target. All right. Put that in. All right. So Lonely Boy is a song for half off. I know you want it to a vote, so I'll do that. Every donation, again, counts toward you make the call. Help me decide which game we are calling Friday. I'm going to put Michael's to a vote. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about before we start this. Michael with $4. All of this coming up next. Appreciate you, man. I'll put that to a vote. So, appreciate you, man. Okay, easy target. All of this. All right, so we go through the discography. How's it going, everyone? Appreciate you guys being here. All right, so let's see what's happening in the chat. Let me just put this up. And let me do this. So obviously, the big story today, just absolutely tragic what happened out in Dallas. Absolutely tragic. Marshawn Kneeland literally just scored a touchdown on Monday. Literally scored a touchdown in that game against the Cardinals. And now, not even 3 days later, gone at the age of 24. Way too young. Way too young. He was obviously dealing with some stuff. And this is just your reminder. If you're in any sort of... You're not feeling okay, it's okay. It's okay to not feel okay. Just... get the help that you need. It's okay to not feel okay. It is absolutely okay. Just absolutely sucks what happened to Kneeland. Way too young. Way too young. And mental health is something that should be taken seriously. Absolutely. So, way too young for Kneeland. And prayers to him, the Cowboys organization, his family, prayers to everyone. Because this is just absolutely tragic. I did not expect to wake up today to see that news. But appreciate all you guys tuning in. I'm doing all right, Jackson. Appreciate you, man. Doctor's appointment got rescheduled so I can sleep more. Nice. Number one song of the day of today's video. Yes. So today's video, I talk about a Chargers-Steelers game from 1990, and I talk about the Dan Henning, the Chargers head coach, who made a horrible, horrible decision during that game. I'm gonna guess, I'm between Blackhead and I don't have the heart. I'm gonna go I don't have the heart. I'm guessing I don't have the heart on that one. GTA 6 delayed again. The official Woke Up historian will remind everyone that Nolan Ryan's teammates, one of them, were active when GTA 5 came out. That game is never coming out. I doubt it's going to be... I doubt it's going to be 26 at this point. It keeps getting delayed every single day at this... Or every single month at this point. It keeps getting delayed. Luke Fickell is returning. I cannot believe it. Luke Fickell is returning. I don't know what... I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what Wisconsin is thinking, but they are falling off. Fickell has sent that program into a spiral. I don't know what he's done to earn another year. It's a mess. Absolute mess with Wisconsin. I don't know why Fickell's returning. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised, JP. I'm not, like when you're dealing with demons, it's tough. Nothing can... When you're dealing with demons, stuff that happens on the field is not, it's just awful. All right, you think Mount should be a one-big conference? I think it's trending that way. I mean, the conferences look terrible this season so far. Ooh, if I could choose a career, I would say pro drumming skills. I would say drumming skills. GTA 6 probably be the biggest disappointment in gaming history at this rate. I mean, at this rate, I mean, it better be the greatest game ever of all time. We got Smile Tap Pregame before GTA 6. Yeah. I like the backing vocals on this. Raiders minus plus 14.5 here, I'm assuming. Not minus 14.5. Minus 14.5 is a terrible line for the Raiders. I'm assuming plus 14.5. I definitely like the under. I definitely like the under. Close to Maxi Priest. Oh, man. How did Cincinnati Notre Dame make the playoffs at 21 with the hack of a coach and Fickle and Desmond Mitter? Did Sauce carry them? I mean, Sauce was really good that year. Fickle was good at Cincy. It just didn't work out, obviously. That was the best Zoomer Rockman Resident. Nice. How's it going, Miles? Appreciate you tuning in. Don't say the category. Just give me your top 5. Ooh. Man. How's it going, TF007? Flutie Taylor dumb decision because Flutie was severely underrated and misused. Oh. Maybe at some point. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure, but I think Flutie should have played that game in 99. I think he plays that game, the Bills move on. I like that slowdown at the end. I like that slowdown. Alright, don't say the category, just name me your top 5. Times 2 search for pages, I did see that. Because of Rabel, I did see that. They're a mess of an organization. Nothing about them makes sense. High Point is not playing a power conference opponent. Yeah, not by choice. They want to. So that's the problem right now, is that High Point... So now we got all of this. AT, top 40 from 1992. Ooh, good year. So High Point wants to play a top opponent. Best college player to have a duck career. Well, Archie Griffin won the Heisman twice. Tim Tebow, I guess. How's it going, Adrian? Appreciate tuning in. So, the thing is that High Point's too good that teams don't want to schedule High Point. That's the problem. Is that if you're scheduling a mid-major, usually it's for a guarantee game. Usually for something like that. And High Point's too good to, like they're in the top 90 in KenPom. So they want to, believe me, they want to schedule a game. And Sarah Reggie Bush? No, I mean, they both had, I mean, Young made 2 Pro Bowls. Bush had a solid career. Come on with a 5er. Report comes out that the 03 LCS was rigged. All right, let's do that. I'll get you on Northwestern. Appreciate you, man. The guest vocalist for the song? All right. Don't recognize him yet. Let's have High Point play Duke and UNC. Oh, it's been a bit. It's been a while. Played Wake a couple years ago. NC State we played a couple years ago. Ooh, okay, so let me think, like, top 5. And then Jermaine with the tour. What would be my ultimate sports wish? Ultimate sports wish? Ooh. Which game do you want, Jermaine? Appreciate you, man. Ultimate sports wish. I gotta think about the top 5 thing. I mean, Jaguars being good for the rest of my life would be my ultimate wish. The Jaguars being good would be the ultimate wish. Which game do you want, Jermaine? Appreciate you, man. I mean, the ultimate wish would be just have enough money to buy all my teams and they all, like, win every year. All right. Man, I'm a Spotify guy. Thoughts of Pasadena England, just way too sad. Way too young. Way too young. Mental health should absolutely be taken seriously. I mean, it's just tragic. All right, $4 going to the UCF game. And Jermaine wants UCF. Perfect. All right, get you on it. Counts as triple. We never played Duke, only played UNC once in 06. How's it going, Jacob? Appreciate you, man. 100 by 100 minds. Super game with 1,000 minds. Oh, very hard. Like, 1%. 4 Bammers from the babies. Ooh. What's on 4 minutes for the babies? Ooh. Then Matt's having a bit of karaoke? Yes. Yes, I'll be like 20 minutes. All right. Top 5, but don't say the category. Don't say the category. Oh, man. How's it going, Joe? Appreciate you, man. How they are, Nealon? Moment of silence. I think patches for the rest of the season. They're saying we're in the patch. Jets Saints Super Bowl? Oh, that'll be a dream. That'll be an interesting one. I feel like I recognize this vocalist. His Some band. Not Switchfoot. No. It's not the Smiths, right? That's 6:30 Eastern? Ooh. Good luck on that one. Only top 40 hit. Ooh. Is it Sheriff? I should know him. Yeah, I recognize the voice. It's not The Cure. No mouse give hits in it. Nope. How close to giving Jet States to Donut? It is funny how that happened. Wait, 400 on Sunday? I think it will, yes. I think it will. Wait, top 5, but I don't say what it is. Okay. Knife on the screen? I might do it for tomorrow. It's less same as Smith. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm blanking. Stavers at 398. Got 168 of 1,000. Ooh. It is a Cure. Oh, wow. Let's go. Oh, bad English. Oh, yes. Oh, you mean for this week? Oh, yeah. Sheriff was earlier in the year. You mean this week? Let's always say all of this. I blink 182. All right. I want to make it like a hard one in terms of like name the top 5. You can't figure out what it is. Whew. Man. Top 5, can't figure out what it is. All right, let's see. All right, let's try this. Blink-182? I've never seen Blink-182 live. Late slate on Sunday, the best one of the season. It looks pretty good on paper. Thoughts on flights to cancel various airports? They gotta figure this out. It's a joke at this point. It's a joke. Everyone's being a baby. Top 5. MJD, Calais Campbell, Brad Meester, Keenan McCardle, John Henderson. That's my top 5. I'm not telling you what it is. All right, let me get the ChatGPT in. Thoughts on flights to cancel? I mean, I get why flights are getting canceled. It's a joke. I'm ashamed to live in this country right now. I'm actually ashamed to be American with what's going on. Hockey stories? I have. Just my knowledge on hockey is not great, but I'm actually embarrassed to be an American with what's going on right now with this shutdown. All right, let's see. My wish would be that the Cardinals acknowledge Potsdam ruins. Nice. Yeah. They're all Jaguars. Yes, they're all Jaguars. But they're Jaguars with a thing. Same when it was in police race, he wanted to end his life. He was driving to just... Yep, I'm with you on that one, Michael. He just wanted to... Who charged him for cheer for tonight? Oh, easily the Raiders. It's not even close. He cheered for the Raiders tonight. Can the Raiders make a Super Bowl? Not this year. Definitely not this year. No, Nealon was in a chase because he was trying to end his life. It's just so sad what happened. Which Chiefs are an upseller? Ooh, let me think about this one. You're the best. Appreciate TF007. Appreciate you, man. Oh, it's not going to be much longer, Joe. I don't think it's going to be that much longer. All right, let's put this ChatGPT in. Raiders have a shot to make Super Bowl this year? They have no shot. There is no universe the Raiders make Super Bowl this year. Starting in his life, Marshawn Nealand, the defensive end of the Cowboys who took his own life at 24 years young. Just absolutely tragic. Upset alert this week. I would say... Oh. Yeah, corporate airports can be screwed, yeah. Big airports can be fine, but... I think Oregon was on upset alert for Cowboys Raiders. That's a Monday night game. Yeah, we should answer for that. Yeah, it's a Monday night game we're gonna be on. Yeah, I would say upset alert Oregon. They're 6.5-point favorites. I think Iowa's got a real good shot to win on their home field. They definitely have a shot. I would say that's the big one. I also say Virginia. Wake Forest playing a lot better as of late. What would, if they go 7-1 the rest of the way? They're not going 7-1. What was the one that got me started? Of all the stations I've done, the one that got me started, as Rob with a sixer, you won Northwestern, right? If I'm not mistaken. You won Northwestern. Hang on, I'm getting, flights being canceled, government shutdown. That's why. Flights being canceled because there's a government shutdown. Why is this happening? Because no one knows how to talk anymore in this country. Everyone's being a big baby. That's why. Because no one knows how to talk anymore. So that's why there's a shutdown and why the airports are... Their match went bugs. You want you want Memphis, right? Get you on him. This alternative? I don't know if they're an alternative to that. So definitely more annoying. The one that got me started? Yeah, that's the only reason why. Yeah, literally the only reason why. Yep. You're not wrong, Jacob. You're not wrong. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of the state of my country right now. So to talk about? Oh, man. What isn't there to talk about? It's the question. This Italian restaurant in Phoenix. Ooh, I mean, I like Viadella for, like, slices. I like Grimaldi's. I like Pino's a lot as well. No, it's not Stern Airlines. It's the entire country. Because there's not enough workers. Because people don't get paid. Basically, no one gets paid in the government. If, well, the people in the Senate get paid, which makes a lot of sense, seeing as they're the ones keeping us hostage. But the people that are working on the ground don't get paid. Yeah, next to last. The next to last got me started. Ooh. I mean, I think the one that I realized, like, okay, this might be something, was the Federal Division video back in the 60s. Federal Division back in the 60s. Most likely to be rigged? Most likely to be rigged. I have no idea on that. It's a genius idea. I don't know the one that most likely to be rigged. I don't know. Yep. Yeah, exactly, Jacob. Yep. Exactly. So the top five Jaguars not in the Ring of Honor. How's it going, Golden Seal? Appreciate you, man. Right, 1919 was like, I mean, that was literally thrown by the White Sox. Where was I with this? Yeah, the penultimate one, the Federal Division. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Joe. I'm putting it this way. I'm voting everyone out. The next selection, I'm voting just for every new person. I don't care what side they're on. I want to start over. I don't think I'm being political when I say that. I don't care what side, whether they're D or R, I'm voting everyone out. Literally every single person in Congress that I can vote for, I'm voting them out. Every single person. And just going with people that want to talk. Because right now, nothing's getting done. So I'd rather just start from scratch. Don't care what side they're on. No clickbait today? Oh, man. Yeah, Marshawn Nealon, absolutely tragic. Way too young. Like, if they're in Congress and they're R, vote him out. If they're in Congress and D and vote him out. I'm just new blood. Like, you know what? You had your shot. You blew it. Let's just start over. The one failure, you got to keep us open. You have not. On both sides, you have not. So, you know what? You failed. So, next election, hopefully I'm not getting too political, but next election, I don't care who's on the ballot. If they're in Congress right now, vote them out. Don't care what side they're on, whether they're D or R. Vote them out. Vote Prince Fielder? Yeah. Yeah. Now, there's no plan right now. There's no plan right now. It's shut down. But I'll just leave it at that. I will leave it at that. Yeah. Vote for Frank. I will vote for Frank. It's Matt Millen era Lions arc. Yep. Yeah. Best of YouTube. Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's always encouraging to hear comments like that. I would be a terrible president. I would be a god-awful president. Make it worse? It's not going to make it worse. It's literally... Nothing's open right now. It's been shut down for a month and a half. It's nowhere to go but up. We'll just leave it at that. All right. Yeah, I'm voting for Frank. I'm voting for Frank. The doer of all good. I'm voting for him. All right. But I didn't see Keith Brown or Woodrow Love. I didn't see that. Oh, I did not see that with Keith Browner. Oh, man, that's awful. Walmart's open? Yeah, Walmart's open, yeah. Walmart will never shut down. Walmart and Waffle House will never shut down. Chris Myers and Power's not... Yes. Chris Myers will not be calling games, at least. That's good. Worst gyms in sports. Ooh. Oh, man. Right now? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Zingbot. I'll go Zingbot. You know, I'll go with Zingbot. Worst gyms in sports. I could say for football, I think I would have said Greer, but obviously he got fired. Browns are in a bad spot with their GM. Jerry Jones is probably the worst. Jerry Jones. Vote for Pedro, yes. Vote for Pedro. Final four prediction for this season. I got UConn. I got Duke. I got, I said UConn, Duke, Carissa Towns for president, yes. Mark Sanchez for Charlie Kurt Warner, yeah. Oh, I think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. UConn, Duke, Houston, and Louisville. That's my pick. Joe Shane, yeah. Shane's a good pick. Yeah, and obviously Jerry is washed beyond belief at this point. All right, let's do some ChatGPT and... Yeah, Bengals GM also. All right, let's see. The NLCS apparently was rigged. Apparently. As we got a fiver. Mike Goldberg, 28, yes. Joe with the fiver. Let's do it. Wani Quartet, Urban, Krusty, Hudson, Patty the Pelican all become air controllers. Oh, no. Oh, no. And then Keller with a tour South Park theme. We'll do that. We will do that. I already said Christopher President. I already said that. Oh, man. Wani Quartet, Urban, Krusty, Hudson. Rare season over if they don't get a win. I mean, it's probably over already, but if they don't get a win, it's definitely over. Am I remembering online or for real? I mean, we've talked many times. Like, I'm friends with Trey, like, online. Never met in person. I'm hoping that changes. I'm going to be going to the draft in Pittsburgh. And hopefully we're able to meet up there. But I've never met him in person. But we're good buddies online. The Sean percent cheese. But Joe with the fiver, you want UCF, get you on it. And Keller, you wanted USC. All right, get you on it. Again, this is the last day for this to make the call. Keep that in mind. All right. Oh, don't say push. You need the Raiders to make Super Bowl. They're not going to. Not this year. There's no chance. There's no chance they make it. Make messages. Jeez. All right, South Park theme. We got Keller with another 5. You guys are coming in hot tonight. I appreciate you guys a ton. Whew. Yeah, the Rockies apparently are hiring Paul DePasta, he started off in baseball. He was the inspiration for Moneyball. He was the inspiration. He was the right-hand man of Billy Bean for Moneyball. So, makes sense, I guess. It can't be any worse for the Rockies. Let's see. Doof makes an altitudinator to force every state to have mile-highest conditions everywhere. Or like that. Al Sheriff President? No, please no. Doof makes altitudinator. Yeah, that should be fun. Let's see. ESPN has a partnership with Penn. Penn pays $39 million. ESPN goes to DraftKings. Penn sucks. Penn sucks. How do you lose money on a sports book in 2025 with the Barstool brand and the ESPN brand? Like, at that point, just give up. Who is calling the shots at Penn? It's obviously Purple Hot Tub. Let's go. Wish I would sure that we had other locations. That makes sense. Blue Jays make it back this year? I'm going to say no. It'd be a cool story, but I don't think they'll make it back. Auburn basketball, I'm very concerned. Yeah, I think Pearl left that program in a bad spot with the way he left. I don't think they're going to be any good this year. That would be a slogan. Yes, it would be. But I don't get how Penn loses money with Barstool and with ESPN, like the two biggest brands in sports. How do you lose money? The Score's not that big of a brand. They're going to lose even more money. I mean, at that point, just give up. You obviously don't know what you're doing. South Park theme is always a classic. Like, you clearly don't know. Yeah, Lionel Hutz for president. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely Hutz for prez. Absolutely. Let's see. Just a step back. Oh no, Sims is a good coach. I think they're going to be in a good spot. The way people buy into his system. BYU 0. I mean, I could see that. Yeah, glad we're gonna hear that one a lot. It would be funny if the Broncos don't win today. Entire clickback, coping and seething. Well, I don't think it's heartless, Michael. I don't think it's heartless. Better in football or basketball this year? I would say football by a hair. But they're both really good. Again, I don't cheer for injury, but Watson was the one exception. Because what he did to those women was despicable. He should not be on the field. He should not be allowed to play. What we got for college football today? Ooh. Who do I have today winning? I've got... Give me the home teams. App and the USF. If I could make a Super Bowl today with the two worst teams for any years, what two would I pick as the worst to battle each other? Oh, man. I mean, selfishly, Jaguars Chiefs in 2012, but in terms of what would probably be the strangest game, Jets Jaguars 2020 would have been very bizarre. If the Jets play the Jaguars in 2020, that would have been an absolute catastrophe of a game. What other ones are good picks? $76 against 76 Seahawks in the Super Bowl, just because. Why the heck not? Also be another one. Keller with another 5. Appreciate you, man. Get you on. South Park kids attend the game tonight. Kenny gets thrown on the field and dies. Okay, I love that. Oh, wait, give me a second. I just got an Instacart order. All right. ChatGPTs, we're doing them right about now. Just have to put them in. We're going to put them in. I just had to... Instacart person got lost, so I just had to tell him where to go. All right. What's wrong with my volume? Nothing was wrong with the volume. I just put myself on mute. Basically, so I Instacart my my food because of how much I work and how much I stream. So I Instacart everything, and just the person just had a question about my order. So I just muted myself for the moment. But we're good. We are good now. All right. All right, give me a second here. We're going to do this ChatGPT in just a second for the first one. Will they find a way to win their way out? No, they would not. Not at this point. Kids get permanently banned from the NFL? Yeah, I had a feel with that one. It was not really torturing. It's not really torturing them. Like, there's like, I don't think, like, I think there's a difference between that. There's a difference between, like torture and a guy just, like, busts out his kneecap who should never been on the field in the first place. All right, let's do the ChatGPTs. First one, the 03 NLCS was apparently rigged. Somehow. All right, here we go. Breaking tonight, a bombshell report claims the 2003 NLCS was manipulated to favor the Florida Marlins. Allegations include pressure on umpires, hidden bats, and intentional refusal to call fan interference during Game 6. Stunned fans watched the report. One man stares at the screen, pale, trembling. We look at we go back to where it was. October 14, 2003. 5 outs away from the World Series. A little drift towards the sand, reaches up. Fan's hand deflects it. The camera lingers. A shadow man in a dark coat, Mr. Haynes, watches from behind home plate, speaking into an earpiece. First one, we're calling this series against UIC in 2 weeks, November 20th. That's the moment. Make sure the call stands. That's fair interference, we can call it. You won't. Keep it clean. The narrative plays better this way. The supervisor glances up. A corporate executive looms over him. Game 7 brings higher ratings. Don't ruin the story. Don't call fan interference. The Cubs collapse. The Marlins surge. In present day, meanwhile, he finds the VHS tape labeled Wrigley Game 6. Security feed, private. They fixed it. They actually fixed it. Torture method? No, it's not like they intentionally busted it out. It's not like they intentionally did that. Jack meets Kara, an investigative reporter. So you're saying the league protected the Marlins? Not the team, the money. Vegas had millions on Florida. You can trace every call, every missed interference. It was all to stretch the series. We then get documents linking Charles Dunn to a betting syndicate, an umpire signing a sworn statement, the famous fan in hiding refusing interviews, Steve Bartman, and the expose going viral. Reporter storm as the commissioner takes the podium. The integrity of baseball is sacred. Any claims of game manipulation will be fully investigated, but some stories are better left in the past. Besides, they were just for a piece of metal. So that's what happens with the World Series rig. Quabain Center, I mean, it looks gorgeous. I've never been. I've never been to the Quabain Center in person. It was not around when I was a student. But I want to go at some point because that arena looks gorgeous. Like one of the best arenas in the country. Yeah, that's what we're all saying on that one. Yeah, that's what we're saying on that one, Nick. I get what you're saying, Michael Nichols. I completely get it. I don't think, like, rooting is the right word. I think it's more, like, not feeling sorry for the guy. I think that's more what it comes down to. All right, next up, the Brat Pack meet Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Yes, Spear now come back to Jackson for the Chargers starts. I'm a bit surprised with that. I thought it'd be Catalan. I thought it would be Catalan, seeing as they got two teams with winning records, but I mean, they're a good combo. I mean, the 5 pairing on CBS is not bad. All right, so here we go. Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny being the 2. Antonio Brown in custody for attempted murder. Good. He's been extradited back to the U.S. Thank God. He's a horrible person. He'll never make the Hall of Fame at that point. All right, let's see what happens here. I don't want to be here. I wanted to go to the playground. Yeah, it's too hot. My paws are sweaty. I told Arthur this place would be boring, and it is. This is ridiculous. Where's my throne? I was promised a throne. The ground shakes. A hole bursts open in front of him. Bugs Bunny pops out. Hey, what's up, whiners? This is the complaint department, or am I dreaming? I'm not whining. I'm expressing my emotions. Sure, Doc, and I'm the Tooth Fairy. Daffy Duck pops out the same hole covered in dust. Making the hole from Antonio Brown. No, not Drew Brees. Not Drew Brees. He's making it. I'll increase the bet if you want on that. Ooh, what's all the racket? Is there a tantrum contest I was invited to? You weren't. This is my tantrum. Go find your own. Oh no, royalty, huh? Your Majesty, would you like your scepter or your pacifier first? I don't need a pacifier. She stomps. Bugs slides a banana peel under her foot, and she slips and lands on Paula pudding. That's not fair. She got pudding. I want pudding too. Come right up, champ. Also, Nicholas, I mean, part of it is you gotta show remorse. He never showed remorse. Like, he never apologized for what he did. Like, he never showed any remorse. So he pulls the lever. A giant vat of pudding splashes down, covering all the kids. Ew, it's cold. My dress is ruined. Mommy's gonna freak out. You kids sure know how to put the sour and sweet. You two are so mean. I'm telling on you. Be my guest, princess. Just to make sure you get on our good side. He He pulls out a mirror, both Bugs and Daffy pose. Daffy puckers up the reflection. It's hard being this gorgeous. You're not even that pretty. Not pretty. Listen here, Baldy. At least I have feathers. At least I have hair. He bursts into tears. He called me Baldy. He is bald, though. Yeah, but we're not supposed to say it. The kids all start yelling at once. Bugs pulls a giant ASV megaphone out of nowhere and points at them. Attention, cryberries, you've just officially been out-loonied. Daffy slaps the out-loonied stamp on each kid's forehead. The kids shriek, they cry, they slip and slide in the pudding, and Bugs sips carrot juice in his lawn chair. Ain't kids a stinker? That's all, whiners. That's all, folks. And the kids never learn their lesson. I love it. All right, clock's at 0, so $5 more gets you in the queue at this point. Next up, the Brat Pack, Urban, Lionel Hutz, Krusty the Clown, Patty the Pelican, become air traffic controllers at Sky Harbor. Everything goes wrong. All right, team, we're here to make sure the planes land safely. Easy enough, right? But I don't want to. I want to push the buttons. Why can't I push the buttons? It's not fair. I never get to push buttons. I'm telling Mommy. I'm the most important one here. So I should push the buttons. Everyone else move. You'll probably crash the plane before it's snack time. Oh boy, this is even end worse than my last special on Fox. If anything goes wrong, I have some legal magic we can use. He holds up a crayon drawing of a contract. Flight 237 clear to land, or maybe now I'm just swinging a clock. Rockies, yes. They hired the assistant from Moneyball. DePasta was the guy from Moneyball. You know, it's not the worst hire. I don't get it hasn't been in baseball for a decade at this point, but it's not the worst idea. An alarm blares, red lights flash. Okay, everyone calm down. Which one of you touched the radar screen? I didn't mean to. I was just playing airplane. I didn't know it would make that big red thing move. Now the dots are everywhere. It's too many dots. I wanted my plane to go first. Make it go first. I'm not doing this anymore. You guys are all babies. She hits a button. Oops. Attention. All flights now diverted to Tucson. Classic. The old Sema Tucson trick. Works every time. That's legally fine. Probably. The name for last year's ABC trim 13 seconds wide right. Tush squish. I say tush squish on that one. Because it got stuffed. Over and over again. Okay, you kids need to focus. Like I focused on that woman at the bar. We got 6 planes circling out there. But I'm tired. I didn't get my snack. I want my snack too. And my blankie. If I don't get juice in a pink cup at this point, I'm shutting down this airport. How about Melvin? I'm going to say fact at this point. I'm going to say fact. You're all crybabies. Hello, planes? Please don't crash. Okay. LMP, I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be Judge. I have no problem with it being Judge. Raleigh be a great pick. I think it's going to be Judge, though. Hello, planes? Don't crash, eh? Squawk, too late. They're all flying in circles like me. This is worse than the time I opened a Blue Man Group. The lights flicker, alarms flare even louder. We've lost control of the airspace. Someone fix it. I don't know how. I'm only 4 years old. Nobody listens to me. This isn't fun anymore. I hate airports. How much sleep I got to the nearest 5 minutes? I'm going to get 6 hours and 30 minutes. What do you think of Duke having the best chance for the ACC championship? For basketball? I mean, it makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, they got a good team on paper. Made the Final Four last year. Boozer looks like he's going to be the number 1 pick of the draft. Yeah, last time we were talking about them renaming ESPN News or ESPN You Bet ESPN. So much for that. Yeah, now you got to do it like DraftKings. Something. You can win on Saturday? I think they can. Yeah, I don't see why not. It's off by a lot. Ooh. Will they cave in? It's not going to be for a bit, I don't think. I don't think it's going to be for a bit. Oh, for football, that doesn't make any sense. I don't buy that in the slicer for football. I don't see how they have the best chance to win it. I don't see it. I mean, they could. I mean, the ACC's wide open, but I don't see how they have the best chance to win it. UG, I think another 2 weeks. That's going to take a little bit of time. This isn't fun anymore. I hate airports. I told you this was a bad idea. Good news, guys. I just legally declared this a no-fault emergency. That's definitely how the statutes work. That's perfect. Let's all go to lunch before CNN shows up. Squawk air traffic control out. Sirens went in the distance. There's now no No one in the ATC tower. So now all the planes are just... Do I cancel? I would cancel. Yeah, I would cancel. UConn, UVA, UNC, Wake Forest. Even to win the AC championship. I would cancel. I don't think they're going to cave unless more people cancel. I think you have to hit him with your wallet. I think you have to do that. I think you have to say, look, if you're not going to come to an agreement, we're just going to go from there. Isaac gifting 5 memberships. Whew, that resets the clock. Okay, wow. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. Which game do you want? Oh my goodness. As then we got Dang with a 5er. Tree and 5 reacts to the Tony pick. Oh boy. So, if you want Lonely Boy, you get that in the queue. Or you can respin the wheel. It's up to you. Merry Christmas point toward Houston UCF. Alright. Beautiful. And which game do you want, Dan? I'll get you on the call for it. Appreciate you. Holy cow. Sunday Ticket moves to Hulu TV Plus. I'm going to say fiction. I'm going to say fiction on that. I highly doubt it's moving over. I mean, they got a good thing going around with YouTube. The game is growing. They're increasing the ratings. I don't see it. Memphis getting perfect. All right, get you on it. Appreciate you. Do a response. A respin? All right, we'll do a respin. All right, we'll do it after this one. Let's see. So who was in charge of the airport shutdown? It was ZW's fault. Was not. Caillou cried first. I did not. Little Urban touched the screen, but Urban said it was okay. No comment. And I'm about to buy a slightly used tower. You know, for a small fee, I can make this never legally happen. Squawk, we're all grounded, and all the flights just go completely kaput at this point. All right, let's spin the wheel. Once a respin, Wisconsin keeping Fickle, I think it's a mess. They should have fired him. I don't know why they haven't. I don't know why. Sugar by Maroon 5. Got to go with YouTube. Well, YouTube TV is not the same as Sunday Ticket. That's not the same thing. The NFL is a very good partnership going with YouTube. Again, that's a very different thing. I don't have YouTube TV, but I have Sunday Ticket. As if you want sugar, that's the respin. Come on with a 5er. Appreciate you, man. Norvell staying. I'm going to say no. Do sugar or I'll put it in the queue. I'll put that in the queue. Oh, man, that's falsetto. It's going to be hard. Oh, boy. Then we'll respin the wheel again for the next song that's 25. All right, so we're putting sugar in the queue. We have right now, we got quite a few songs in the queue. And we're going to make it all work. All right, let's respin the wheel now for the new song that's $25. We come on with the 5er. Before you send hate to Steve Kerr, remember you're on your second coach with a father, husband, Christian. One bad game should not take away from that. You brought to our city. Look forward to seeing him leading our Warriors. I mean, with Kerr, he's not going anywhere. It hits the notes of the chorus. No problem. I guess we're going to find out. On that when we do it eventually. Oh, man. Pretty sure to get mine on that one. And I think, like, with some business ring, that's good at least. Yeah. But you're good. You're good. I like competitive balance. Let's Stay Together is the song. That's early, Ben. That's early. Let's Stay Together by Al Green is the song that's half off. That's a good one. Let's Stay Together. So if you want that for 25, that is the new song for half off. A little bit of Al Green action. You don't know, just find some half for Thursday. I can't really find with sugar. I guess we'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I've never done it before. But that's what makes this fun. I like it. We got right now in the queue, we have X's and O's, I Knew You Were Trouble, Take It Easy, Party in the USA, Backstreet's Back, Immigrant Song, Pink Pony Club, Shake It Off, You're the One That I Want, Time Warp, Ain't It Fun, Real World, Money Money, and Sugar. We got all those songs in the wrestling set. Jazz Tankin'? Yeah, I think so. I think to keep their top 5 pick. All right. Dr. Doofenshmirtz making Altitudinator. Every stadium now is mile-high conditions. Here we go. wait. This one actually doesn't work. Hang on. That one doesn't work. Hang on. Hang on. I didn't like where that one was going. Fire their coach in season. I'm going to say fact. All right, we'll come back to that one. Wait. Yeah. We'll come back to that one. We'll do the South Park one first. Here we go. So they're watching the Broncos-Raiders game. I can't do the voices. Dude, the Broncos actually won a game. Yeah, for one saying choke in the fourth quarter. Losers. Raiders going to crush them next week. Kirby, you don't even like the Raiders. You just like making people mad. Exactly, Stan. It's called chaos energy. It's how I thrive. What? He said his uncle gets tickets for the game. Wait, NFL tickets? Dude, those are like $1,000. Yeah, can Henry Uncle get those? He sells parking lot meth? Oh, you know, that actually tracks. We're now at Mile High. Everyone is rooting for the Broncos except for Carmen and the Raiders black. Raiders rule! Broncos drool! You got a death wish, kid? Dude, stop antagonizing everyone. I'm just expressing my constitutional right to tick people off. They're saying they're in their seats. Carmen secondly escalates. Hey, Kyle, look, I bet we threw Kenny on the field to get more yards than Russell Wilson. Dude, don't even joke about that. Yeah, let's not let you throw Kenny's story. Got emailed on mountain line. Relax, we'll just pretend. They start seasonally lifting Kenny toward the railing. Kenny approaches. Go on, Broncos! They toss her over the railing. The crowd gasps. Kenny sails on the field into the path of a linebacker mid-play. He has a massive thud. All good, Joe. Appreciate you, man. And it looks like we got a child down the field. Oh my God, you killed Kenny! They now stand in front of two angry security officers. You boys understand you can't throw people on the field, right? What? But people are on the field all the time. You're banned from all statements for life. You do realize that, right? What, for life? He's fine. He dies all the time. He died on the 50-yard line during a live broadcast. You traumatized America. And Carmen started, lies. This is the woke cancel culture coming from us sports fans. You know, back in the old days, you could throw people on the field. Where has society gone? Dude, you literally threw our friend to his death. Allegedly. Nothing's been proven yet. Allegedly. The boys walk home dejected. Kenny's back. He's come back to life. We're banned from the NFL forever, dude. You also have to watch from our home. Or we could start our own league. The South Park Football League. You know, it sounds like a terrible idea. Oh, it will be. And it'll make millions. Oh, you're good, Nicholas. You're good. Antonio Brown, X-ray from the U.S. to the UAE. Currently booked at Essex County Jail. Hopefully he gets the book thrown at him. Broncos lose to the Raiders. Raiders win their next 11, lose to the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I highly doubt that. I'll bet you they don't make the playoffs if you want. I'll do a bet if you want on them making the playoffs. I will happily make that bet if you want. Yeah, just doing Antonio Brown things. Yep. I'll happily make that bet if you want to bet on the playoffs. I'll go 5 times the amount. So for every dollar, I'll throw in 5 if that makes sense. So if you want to do like a $20 bet, I'll give you 100 if they do. If that makes sense. I'll give you a 1-to-5 ratio. I love that episode of South Park. All right, this one works. Yeah, I heard that about Antonio Brown. Yeah. Yeah, he's never making the Hall of Fame at this point. Nor should he. I mean, it's atrocious. So if you want him out, I'll make that bet. I'll go 5 times. 20 on the Raiders making it. All right, I'll put it in. All right. So we got that one, and I'll give you a hundo if they do make it. I'll do that. Okay. Make playoffs. I give 100 if they do. OT stream 11-8-25. 130 left. I'll do a speech in person. All right, so now we got 6 bets going, which I'm excited about. All right. As a reminder, with the Raiders, they are currently sitting at 2-6. They are 3 back of a wild card spot. And they have the worst winning percentage of any team in the AFC, not counting the Titans, Jets, or the Dolphins. So we'll see what happens. We will see. Yeah, get to jail. Yep, exactly. Don't think Raiders win, but I would be surprised if it ends up a 1-possession game. If the offense clicks like it did last week, the problem is that last week it was a lot of swing passes and Brock Bowers, but The Broncos have trouble covering the tight ends, and Brock Bowers is a darn good tight end. Well, the bet tracker? All right, here we go. I'm doing all right, Michael. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Here's the bet tracker. I might owe Keller $1. I might have to owe Keller one. Summer will owe me at some point $1 on the Dolphins winning the division. Keller, I might have to owe him $1. Seahawks winning division is very possible, so I might have to give him $1. Summer will have to owe me $1. But the 6 things, it's not the worst thing, but bottom quarter is what I'm saying. They started 4-8 almost for the AFC Championship. Yeah, they also won their division. Am I mad about what? What am I mad about? No, I'm not mad. I'm mad about what? I mean, I'm mad about certain things, but I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm mad that Trent Baalke was our GM for so long. Yeah, so the bets I got going on right now, 300 on Breeze, making the Hall of Fame first ballot, 45 on Pujols being first ballot, 80 on Skubal versus the field for Cy Young, 50 on the USA keeping the World Cup, 50 on Cohen not being fired. If the Jags go 8-9 or better, or Cohen does something off the field, the bet is off. $20. I'm not mad about that. No. Oh, I'm not mad. No. Look, I like healthy discussion. It's like it's like what I brought up earlier about everything. It's like we should be able to talk about our differences. Like that's normal. Everyone should have different viewpoints. That's normal. I encourage it. I actively encourage it. So I don't ban people unless they're bots. Like, I don't ban actual people in the chat. Like, there's a reason for that. I like healthy debate and encouragement. I like that. And disagreement. I like that at all. I like that 100%. So there's no anger. I'm not a part of this, and like, we're allowed to disagree. That's what makes the world go round. That's what makes the world go round. It's like why I brought up earlier, like why I'm disgusted about what's happening just because no one's talking it out. It's like that's healthy to talk stuff out and like to disagree and then come to a like agreement and like agree to disagree and whatnot. Like that's normal. So no. I'll let you know if I'm angry. I'll put it that way. You'll know if I'm angry. You'll know. And 20 on the Raiders make the playoffs. So something tells me this will be called off because I think the Jags go 8-9 or better at this point, since we've got 5 and we play the Titans twice and the Jets. But we do have this. Remember, should only get 1, but they'll get 2 or 3. Yeah, they'll get BS 3 or 2 or 3, and then they'll be eliminated in the first round as is tradition. So I appreciate it, Michael. Yeah. So yeah, 3. Yeah, this is the bet tracker I've got. This one, I'm kind of worried about. This one, I'm not going to lie. The dollar on the Seahawks, I'm like, oh, crap. Like, I might have to. That one's going to be awfully close. The Seahawks are a lot better than I thought. That makes me actually angry. You would know. You would know if I'm angry. Right, yeah, you can vouch for the Seahawks, exactly. You would know. I will put it that way. You would know. That's why I don't do Jaguars games. You would know. Right, 2 made second, another almost made 6-16. They had a lot of teams in the tournament last year. I don't think the committee can overlook what's happening in the Mountain West right now. And they're constant underperforming in the tournament. Should we worry about Breeze missing the Hall of Fame? I am not worried. Yeah, if you want mad, that is Al Shire. Talking about Al Shire, I was mad. Right, all it takes is seeing Custis Trevor still play on the field. Yep. The Ravens game in Al Shire. If you see me mad, like that's... Right, exactly, Michael. Yeah. That's... Clock's at 0, by the way, so $5 more gets to me at this point. Yeah, if you want to see me mad, Al Shire and the Jaguars-Ravens game in 23. All right, so here we go. Perry the Platypus, you're just in time to witness my newest creation, the Altitudinator. When was this, Al Shire? December 24? Late November 24? Was it week 13 last year? And then the Ravens game was week 15 of the 23 season. Anytime I was down to the Jaguars game? God. Oh, man. Once I activate this baby, it will increase the altitude of every football stadium in the entire tri-state area, which I guess encompasses the entire United States of America. He gestures dramatically. A balloon rises from the machine, then immediately pops. Yeah. I was fuming about that. Was anywhere near Eagles Falcons 24? It was still pretty bad. It wasn't just the play call. It was also, they left Trevor out there and he was very clearly concussed. Like, Trevor was, am I going to put him 94? Yeah, I'll have it ready for the next one. Yeah, for the next one, I'm going to have it up. I got to get the assets in for that. Because it's got to be the cowboy font. But, it was more about leaving Trevor out there. Yeah, that one. Yeah, but also the live stream afterwards. Because he was very clearly concussed. The anger was also that, but it was also during the live stream after the game. Because it was clear that he was concussed. Trevor was very clearly dealing with a concussion, and the coaching staff kept him out there. Because they were just incompetent. I thought they should have been fired right then and there. But they weren't, and we got stuck with it for another year. Alright. Well, not literally, Raze. I'm not a magician. No, changes the air density. You'll see, Perry the platypus. By the way, Perry, how did you even get in here again? Through the ventilation system? I really should start putting those little no platypus allowed signs up there. Because then you'd be violating the rules, you'd be a trespasser. Oh, please, hold your punches. You haven't heard my backstory yet, so picture this. Little Heinz Doofenshmirtz growing up in Gimpelstadt. I wanted to be a kicker, but they would never let me kick a football? No, partly because I wasn't guarding them at the time, but also because my father said, Heinz, you have the leg strength of a decorative breadstick. I don't even know what a decorative breadstick is. But then you replaced me as the family's kicker with, get this, a donkey. A literal donkey, like that Disney movie. And you know what? The donkey made the team. How's it going? Appreciate you, man. Least weeks ever go down and keep him in the Super Bowl? 3. I would say 3. You ever saw the Hail and Tail? Yeah, I mean, that was bad. You have Trevor serves an unfair and malpractice way rate. Pretty much of that. So now I'm going to make sure every stadium has the same conditions as Mile High Stadium. Thin air, low resistance, long kicks. That all kickers will look like superheroes. And finally, people will respect the art of kicking. And I can show to my family in these conditions that I can kick a football longer than the donkey. And I can become the greatest kicker in the Doofenshmirtz family. Perry leaps to the action, kicks the control panel. Oh, come on, you didn't even let me demonstrate. Look, I can make this paper football go like 50 yards. He flicks the football. It flies across from knocks over a pot plant. See? Science. The machine whirs dangerously. Uh-oh, that's not supposed to happen. That's the old seems at the space setting. How does that even make that? How did it even get turned on? Perry leaps on the machine, presses a few buttons, and the whole thing sputters and collapses. Oh, man, I was this close to making the NFL fun again. Oh, don't give me that look, Perry the platypus. Cam Little just hit a field goal 68 yards. I want to see if he can hit 80, 90. You probably just don't like football because you can't wear a helmet. But with the bill and all, also, you're kind of short. You're on the shorter side. You're a platypus. So, the CBA probably bars platypuses from playing. So, I get why you don't like football, but don't hurt me, Perry the platypus. Fine, be that way. But next time, I'm going to invent something basketball-related. Maybe a 3-pointer every time an answer. Yeah, that's got potential, although the Golden State Warriors kind of do that already, so... back to the drawing board. Curse you, Perry the platypus! I didn't see that, Rob. I did not see that. Alright, so, next up in the queue, we got one thing left in the queue. These are some good ChatGPTs. You guys keep it hot this OTP, right? I appreciate you guys a ton. Rest in peace, Little Brown Bear. Dick Cheney. Never forget Dick Cheney killed Little Brown Bear. If you did not see last night's stream, you probably have no idea what that's referring to. Some lyrics at 7 said me if I missed it. Ooh. Football is soccer? No, he meant like actual football. Like the kicker. He meant like actual like NFL. Alright, let's see. So this was the reaction to Kadarius Toney. Let's see. Yep, here we go. Haven't seen this in forever. So here's a fun story. If the Giants did not get Toney, the Jaguars would have gotten him. Urban Meyer said they were going to try and get Kadarius Toney instead of Travis Etienne. I think it worked out pretty well that we did not get Toney. It's like Kenny McCormick, he dies and comes back to life the next episode. Yep. It's also why I don't live stream the draft. Also because I'm at the draft, but I love how Five's like, just don't take Toney. They're gonna take Toney. If they would edge, they probably would have got Quiddy Pay. Should not have been the worst pick. Worst player wins 2 Super Bowls? Kadarius Toney? Probably not. I mean, he did help them win Super Bowl 57. He played a big part in that game. I mean, the worst one was probably like a backup. The 5 players, yeah, they were quite literally only 5 because of the flu. Yes, I did see that. And they couldn't cancel because they wouldn't find $50,000. Number 5 just leaves the room. Trees is laughing. This is incredible. And he was right. 5 was 100% right. I would have laughed so hard if that happens. I was laughing when they drafted Treylon Burks. When the Titans did that, I was laughing my butt off. It was literally perfect timing. That was me when the Jags drafted CJ Henderson. Like, anyone but CJ. And then we drafted CJ. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm just zooming. Hoping, and seething. Talking like 2 good games for the Giants, at least. Now he's got his rap album. 760 career receiving yards for Kadarius Toney. God. Oh, because I traded for Devontae Smith. Yep. The Eagles got Smith. The Cowboys got Parsons. And the Giants get Toney. So I feel like Ingram was like a curse word at this point. Ingram was like a curse word. He became very good in Jacksonville. If there were only 3 or 4 available, they'd have to play with 3 or 4. They would play down a man. Yeah, just all the alcohol he needs to consume at that point. All the alcohol. If that draft sucked for the Giants. Oh, man, that draft sucked. Oh, you're good, Nick. You're good. You're good. It happens. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's the one player, yep. That was me with CJ Henderson. Yeah, Doug Williams, that was a very inspiring MVP. Terrell Davis is also up there, playing with a migraine, coming back from there. It just shows me nothing about ball. I was upset that we drafted Cam Little. I mean, my reaction with Cam Little, I was like, oh no. I'm like, really? Like, we have few capital to work with, we draft a kicker? I'm like, we need a kicker, but I was like, we need a kicker badly, but I was like, you can go for the UFL. There guys in the UFL, you didn't have to waste a pick on a kicker. You could have gone a UFL kicker. And then Cam Little sets the NFL record. At least he got $450 out of it. Where the plunger? Yeah, where all optimism dies. I love it. I love it. God. Can you imagine if I streamed the draft? How nuts that would be. There's a reason I don't. Besides being there. Like, everybody 3-on-3 if there weren't enough players? Probably not. Yeah, Leo Rodriguez can play. How worse it's going to get? Oh, you have no idea, 5. It's only the beginning. Was it good for the Cowboys and the Jets? Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't think it was good for the Cowboys. I mean, Quinn Williams is a good player. No one disagrees on that. Well, I thought McBride was a good pick. I knew it at the time. I was like, McBride can ball. I like McBride. He was my favorite tight end in that class. I was like, he can ball. I was really happy for the Cardinals when they got McBride. And it worked out very well. I just know what I should have said is yes. And he got picked up by Barstool. And he got picked up by a lot, yeah. The reaction, I mean, it was more like I knew it was coming because of all the cameras out there. I got picked up for all the wrong reasons, but it was fun. Got picked up for all the wrong reasons. Not that I was complaining about it. Oh man, that was a good OT. Holy cow. Last call for anything. We've been on for an hour. We've got a lot in. You guys have been awesome this stream. I mean, this is insane for an OT stream in the middle of a workday before the Thursday night game. We're not doing OT after the game tonight. Let me just show you the streaming schedule for the next few days. Let me just show you that. Yeah, I think it's going to at some point. Let me show you the streaming schedule for the next few days. So, we got this game, Raiders-Broncos. This will be the last day for this You Make the Call, so just keep that in mind. After today, we're not doing You Make the Call. We'll close it for the Friday night game. How to unblock someone? So if you go to, I can show you how. I can show you how to unblock someone. So I forget how exactly to do it. I did it I do it with bots. I did it with bots, obviously. If you go to... Yeah, go to YouTube Studio. All right, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to go to YouTube Studio, click Settings, and then under the Community Moderation tab, click User Management. And then it shows you them, and then you can just X out. It's like this person was an impersonator. That's why I blocked him. Yeah, just go in Profile Settings. I think you can do it through YouTube Studio as well. Yeah, Verse, I thought that was a good pick, and then obviously Verse and Fisk, that was what Gladstone was really responsible for, getting them together. Fire Wahlberg, yeah. After what happened the other night, yeah. Mountain West, just everyone is in shambles right now in the Mountain West, it seems like. All right, so here's the game plan. We got Raiders-Broncos tonight. MIT-Harvard basketball, 5 o'clock tomorrow. 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, one of these three games. 8 o'clock if it's Houston-UCF. 9 o'clock if it's Northwestern USC or Tulane-Memphis. Saturday, BYU-Tech, Oregon-Iowa, and then we'll do You Make the Call for the night game. There's only 4 games on it at 7:30. I have a feeling I know which one's going to win, but you never know. You never know which one's going to win, but I have a feeling on that You Make the Call. There you go, Michael. Believe me. But you're totally fine. Believe me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Stuff happens to you at the moment. It's all good. Tank conference, yep. The Rams really found us to replace him immediately. It's like Packers quarterbacks, which I know gives you shudders. New Mexico so far, at least. The other options for the next You Make the Call, that'll be tomorrow. We have to decide on that one. I have a feeling I know which game is going to win, but you never know. Sunday night, obviously Sunday Night Football. We'll do an OT stream on Monday, as well as Eagles-Packers. I'm getting my haircut at like 2:30 or 4:30 Eastern time, so we have a new set of hair on the 10th, if that makes sense. Then Eagles-Packers Monday night, and then we'll go from there. So with that in mind, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off, unless we have any last calls, and I will see you guys in an hour and a half for the Thursday night game to kick off Week 10, Raiders and the Broncos. I will see you guys in just a little bit.